name is Danielle Matias. I'm from the Washington Heights, Bronx area of New York City. I'm the clinical administrator. We used to be called Feel Better Therapy Clinic, and then we went through a rebranding and now we're Footprints Mental Health Counseling. So we came up with this little coin term called Footprints to Feel Better, and that's kind of the merge of the two names. But the concept of footprints walking towards mental health progress. Focus of giving therapy to people of color, because the DSM that we have is very focused on European ideologies. DSM. That is the Diagnostic Systems Manual. It's basically the psychology Bible. So that's kind of like our manual in order to diagnose. There is a lot of movement to create a more inclusive manual, a more inclusive concept of mental health. It does not matter if you are in poverty or you have the best insurance or you have unlimited resources. We treat every client absolutely the same. We have probably the lowest cash rate in the community, so people can afford to come to care. Currently, we are licensed in the state of New York, New Jersey, and Florida, and we are working on licensure in Pennsylvania and Connecticut. We want to be nationwide, like give us some time, we'll get there. We do have a small in-person operation, but the vast majority of our clients are telehealth. So sometimes when someone calls in, we give them the in-person options, and if that doesn't work for them, then we encourage them to try telehealth, which is equally effective in meeting your mental health needs. In New York, we have two main locations. Our home office in the Bronx is located at 3249 Kingsbridge Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10463. We also have a presence in Albany, New York. Additionally, in New Jersey, right now we're in Clifton, New Jersey, but via telehealth, we service all of New Jersey. We also have a location in Florida, which is in Polk County, and that is between Orlando and Tampa, so it's about 30-minute drive from each of those locations. The Footprints team is a critical part of the work that we do here, and I really couldn't do anything without them. They each play such a vital role. If you had to go in like a timeline, the first relevant person would be Kevin, right? Because he does the website and he does the advertisements. So for people to even know about us, it starts with Kevin. And after Kevin has kind of made us known and they reach out and say, yeah, I want services, the next most relevant person would be Taina, because she's the voice of the company. She's the person you hear when you call. And her warmth and empathy and, you know, customer service skills are what allows us to get the client in. She does the intake and she gets them started.
So to feel better, this is Taina speaking.
The next person of relevance would be Albert, because he's the one making sure that your insurance is active, billing your insurance, you know, getting your credit card, making sure that if you have a out-of-pocket cost, that you know it, that you're okay with it, that you can afford it. And then the person after that would be Shania, because she's the one providing clinical documentation. So if you come into services because, you know, your employer is saying you're missing days, what's going on? I say, I'm depressed. Well, you need to go to a provider and get that documentation. Shania is the one providing that to you. So she really provides the support to the therapists who are providing the work for the clients. One of the things that we look for when we're hiring staff members is empathy, right? We want really compassionate, empathetic people. We want people who are responsible. We want people who are LGBTQ affirming, because we are LGBTQ affirming practice. We want people who are either a person of color or an ally to people of color. So that means they either are part of the community or they understand the struggle that the community confronts in modern times. We also look for people who have clinical experience and who are very personable, charismatic, warm. We just want our clients to have an amazing experience, and we know what we're looking for, and we try our best to attain quality, diverse staff. I definitely think we have a grassroots nature, right? I think because we are taking all types of insurance and we have a very low rate, we've never had a great deal of money to work with. So what we have done is we've always used unconventional spaces like rented apartments, and we work out of those spaces. So I could definitely say we're grassroots, but you know, we have aspirations. We know that we're going to continue to grow and that there's more opportunities, so we can always expand and continue to progress. Sometimes people doubt the quality and integrity of a company that's run by a woman of color and staffed by people of color. That's what we confront, but we don't let that stop us, and we definitely don't let that persuade our actions. We know that we are absolutely a quality care provider. We have the license, we have the skills, and we just push forward past it. And a lot of our clients are inspired by that, and they choose us as providers because they can see themselves represented in something positive, and that's very meaningful to them. I just want every client that comes to us to benefit from our services to feel seen, heard, cared for, and valued, because I think that that is what we stand for as a mental health practice.